Hey hippies, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm super excited for because it's about one of my favorite makeup products, highlighters. I get asked a lot about what my favorite highlighters are, what brushes I use, how do I apply them correctly. So I thought I would share all that in a video. And instead of just sharing like my favorite highlighters, I broke it down into categories. I picked out like subtle highlights to medium subtle highlights to intense highlights to liquid highlighters. So I just included everything. So if you're interested in finding out my favorite highlighters, highlighting brushes, and how I apply them, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting off with subtle highlights. The first one is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Soft and Gentle. This was my very first highlighter that I ever bought, and I still have it. There's still a lot left. I got this highlighter because I used to watch all the YouTube like makeup gurus, and they would rave about this one, and it is seriously one of my favorites. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's good for like every day, and it's a nice subtle highlight. This highlighter has like nice pink undertones, and yeah, it's a really good one for like every day. Another subtle highlight that I love is by Wet n Wild, and this is in the color Precious Petals. It's pretty inexpensive, and the color is really pretty. It's not that intense. You can build it up to make it more intense, but I feel like it gets kind of chalky. Maybe because it's like a cheaper highlighter, but if you don't put a lot on, it's good for like every day. It's really pretty, and yeah, it's got more of a gold undertone. So that was Wet n Wild Precious Petals. These next highlighters I would consider like medium subtle highlighters. You can build them up to make them really intense. Actually, all these highlighters you can build up to be pretty intense, but it's just like the way I use them. The first one is by MAC again, and it's the Double Gleam Extra Diminished Skin Finish. And this color is in, it's Double Gleam. This one I just picked up maybe like a couple of months ago at like a Nordstrom's fall makeup event, and I have been using this every single day. I like a nice glow, so when I don't want a subtle highlight, I will use this baby, and it will give me the perfect highlight I'm looking for. I use this a lot for photo shoots because it just comes up really nicely in pictures. It's really pretty, and it has like a gold undertone. This next highlighter, if you have not heard of it, I don't know where you've been all your life, but it is by Becca in the color Champagne Pop, and this was in collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. This highlighter is so pretty. When it came out, like I knew I had to have it because Jaclyn's highlight is always popping, so I knew this would be amazing, and it is. It has a gold undertone, but it's really pretty. It's just, the formula is so creamy and nice. Like, it's a really good highlighter. It's kind of expensive. I think it's like $38, but it is worth it. I don't think I'll ever get through this. I did chip my nails in it and took some big chunks out, but what can you do? This highlighter is so pretty. You can definitely build it up and blind people. It's just so pretty, and I really like this one. Okay, my two favorite intense highlighters are blinders. They will literally, you do not need a lot of product for these. Put a little bit on and you're like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. The first one is by Fenty Beauty, and it's in the color Mean Money and Hustler Baby. I'm sure you've seen me use this. It is crazy blinding, like intense. I usually mix both of them together, but on their own, they're equally amazing. This is what I'll use if I'm going out on a date or anytime like I do my makeup for nighttime, because I feel like when you have like a more blinding highlighter, it shows up good like in nighttime lighting. Pictures with the flash at night, oh my gosh, people will be like, damn girl, that highlight. I'm like, I know, Fenty. And the other super intense highlighter that is one of my favorites is by Kylie Cosmetics, and it's in the color King. I think this was part of like her birthday collection, but I think she has other loose powder highlighters. This is my only powdered highlighter that I have, try, but this one is amazing. For liquid highlighters is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their Liquid Glow in the color Perla. I mix this in with my foundation sometimes and it gives you like the prettiest glow without putting like a powdered highlighter on. It's hard to explain, but it really picks up like on the high points of your cheeks, like where you would normally put a highlighter, and you move to the light and it just is so pretty. But when I want like a super intense highlight, I will put this wherever I normally highlight with a powder and then dust a powder over that, and it is like super crazy blinding. Now to my favorite highlighting brushes by Morphe. It's the R31 brush. This has been my go-to lately. I just picked this up probably a couple weeks ago and I've not put it down, only to clean it and when I'm not putting makeup on. But it's just so little but precise. Like the bristles, they're really soft but they're sturdy, and it's just so good at just getting like right where you need it to go. And then even for your Cupid's bow, it's like perfect if you just dip that front part in the highlighter and go right there. This brush is amazing. It just packs it on so beautifully, and it's pretty cheap. I don't know how expensive it is. I'll put it down below, but I think it's like $10 if that. So yeah, good brush. My next favorite highlighting brush is by MAC, and this is the 127S brush, and it's got two sides. It's got natural bristles on one side and then synthetic on the other. So you could use either side depending on how intense you want it. The natural bristles will give you like a more subtle look, and then the synthetic hairs will really pack on the highlighter and really give you that intense highlighter look. So this brush is really cool, and it also has like a pointed tip to get like on your nose really good and on your Cupid's bow. So this one is one of my faves. My next brush, and I'm sure you've seen me use this, is the Morphe M501 highlighting brush. This is my baby. Like this was my first favorite before I got these two. I use this all the time and it's just so perfect for applying highlighter. The bristles are just really soft, and I don't know, it's not like a fan brush, but it kind of, I don't know, I guess mimic ones when you like start using it. It really puts the highlighter on really nicely and blends it out amazingly, and yeah, I love it. So I'm gonna do the subtle highlight on this side, and I'm gonna use MAC Soft and Gentle with the MAC brush, and I'm gonna use the synthetic side of it. So I would just dip it into the brush, like pat it on there, and then tap it off, and then just let the brush do the work. Just tap it onto the high points of your face, and as you can see, it's pretty intense. Just I think with this lighting is picking it up a lot, but in person it's not that bad. I mean, I really like a good highlighter, so it might be intense to some people, but you don't have to put a lot, so, you know. Okay, for this side, I'm gonna do the intense, crazy Blind You highlighter. I'm gonna take the Liquid Glow by Anastasia and just put a little bit on my fingers and just apply it to my cheekbones and press it into the skin. Just dab. I'm actually gonna put a little bit more. I don't feel like that was enough. And then I always kind of put it in a C shape right here. And then again, I'm just pressing it into the skin. Ooh. And then using this Morphe brush, and I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty. I'm gonna use both of the shades and apply that. When I use the brush, I just dab it. I don't want too much because then it'll give you like that powdery caked on look. And then just dab it on where we put that liquid glow, and we're glowing, baby. We are glowing. That is just like a one swipe, but we're gonna go in more. So pretty and intense. Oh my gosh. Isn't that so pretty compared to this side? It's more, this side is definitely more subtle. So pretty. So subtle, intense. For my nose, on and Champagne Pop and just, again, dab it. I put it down the bridge of my nose, just, not the whole bridge, just right in the center kind of. And then right on the tip of my nose. My nose is kind of pointy right there, but I like to highlight it, because why not? And then it gives you that nice little glow on your nose. And I'm actually going to take a pencil brush to do an inner corner highlight. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild one for my inner corner highlight. And then just, because why not, we're already super glowy, I'm going to take Soft and Gentle with this Morphe brush. And I just kind of like go over my forehead, my chin, just to give like a good glow. Go over everything else. Very lightly, because this brush you can do that with. That's why I like it. It's really feathery. And just to even this side of the face up, since we did the subtle look on this side, I'm gonna just finish it off with some more Fenty. And there you go. I am a glowing goddess right now, and I am not mad at it. Oh, and since we're all about highlighting right now, a good place also to highlight is your collarbones. Again, it'll just add that like extra pop and glow to your skin. I think it makes it look like really healthy and just really pretty. And you can even go on your shoulders, just wherever the light would pick up. Because why not? I think this is why a highlighter is one of my favorite makeup products, because it literally just makes you instantly pretty. I mean, that's how I feel. If I don't have a highlighter, I'm like, what is the point of even doing my makeup? There is none. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully you learned something new. I'm not a makeup artist though, so I'm not saying this is how it should be done. This is just how I do it. I would love to know some of your guys' favorite highlighters, because I love trying new things. So if you could leave a comment below of what your favorite highlighters are, I would love to check that out. I think that's all I have to say about highlighters. They are my faves, they're my babies. I love them. You need them in your life. Go get them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out, hippies.